have so many habits that I have consciously outgrown, and I have those few that I have also brought on board. I have decided to unlearn things and learn things. It's a new year, 2021. We can't keep doing the same things over and over again, especially when we hate them. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's easy, but today I'm going to share with you how I managed to instill some of the good habits I still have up to date, and how I managed to get rid of the bad habits. Let's begin with the worst side of life, the bad ones. I won't give you examples because they were really, really, really bad. And I am really genuinely ashamed of them. But one way how I managed to uninstill one of the bad habits that I had was I replaced them. Here's the thing. When you have a bad habit like smoking, if you hate smoking and you don't want to smoke anymore, ask yourself, when do I smoke? You get, who am I ever with when I'm smoking? What entices me to smoke? Now, when you get all those answers and where am I always at, get those answers and go ahead and check cancel. Be like, if it is with who? First give that person some space. Where? Avoid that place. When? That time, fill it with something else. Because at the end of the day, if you do not do that, these things will still keep knocking on your door. So make sure you identify these triggers. The who, where, when, and when. After you have done that, replace it with someone else. If I used to, let's say, smoke when I'm with some friend called Jen, this time, every time I miss her, if I can't do anything constructive in that time, I'll call somebody else. I'll call a Peter, or I'll call a Phil, or someone. If I'm always smoking when I'm hanging around this team of people, I will try as much as I can to avoid that team. If I'm ever in this particular environment, I will avoid it. That's the one major step on how you can make sure you get rid of the bad habits. Number 2, clean yourself mentally, psychologically, and emotionally. Sometimes we are so emotionally attached to these behaviors, these habits, because one thing you shouldn't forget is that these habits define us. It starts as a choice. You decide one time and you're like, hey, I will cheat. You don't call it cheating, but you say, I'll sleep with that girl. And then eventually you're doing it over and over again. And before you know it, that is you get. And by the time you want to get out of that ship, you can't, because you're grounded, you're emotionally attached to this person. But remember, you have a wife home. This is just an example. What you have to do is, one, consult the healer, which is good, because things to do with emotions, there's no better way you can heal or cleanse yourself unless you ask him. 2, try as much as you can, read books, detach yourself, find a way of detaching yourself emotionally from these things. This habit, unless you're emotionally detached, you will never get rid of it. And 3, if it's about, how many times you met this person, that is the physical thing, avoid it. Try as much as you can. And also mentally, replace your mind. Read books. There is a book that I love reading of late. It's called Battlefield of the Mind by Joyce Meyer. Trust me, that book is amazing. It will help you learn what to do, how to cleanse your mind, how to renew, not forgetting the healer. Because when it gets to matters of cleansing yourself emotionally, psychologically, and all that, you need this healer. And once this healer of God is into place, that bad habit will be no more. Number 3, which for now is the last one, which worked for me, is ease yourself, ease this process. So many times we want to get fine so fast that when we don't, we are disappointed and we end up falling back to the same mistakes we used to do. But if you allow yourself to grow, it's more like you tell yourself, imagine, take it easy. You want to probably stop sleeping in a lot. I'm supposed to be, for example, at work at 8 a.m. and for some reasons I am very late at work. So if I tell myself, I'm like, imagine, 1, this is what you want to be. You want to be there as early as you can. What have you done to help yourself? You have done A, B, C, D, F, G. Has it helped? Not yet. But is it helping somehow? Yes. Take baby steps. Allow yourself to outgrow this habit slowly but sure. But if you tell yourself, I must, and the day you don't, you're literally frustrated. you beat yourself and you're discouraged, you will be forced to fall back. Allow yourself to outgrow this bad habit, even though it's as hard as smoking or fornication or stealing or, the kind of bad habits you're struggling with, or eating a lot of unhealthy food. It's a process. Allow yourself to grow out of it slowly but sure. It will help. It helped me a lot. And I must confess, there are so many that I'm still struggling with. I am not perfect. But at least there are those that I have on my list that I look at and then I'm like, yeah, I am past this. Now, let's talk about how to install. Because once you're done uninstalling, you have created space. You have room. What do you want to put there? This is how you do it. 1. Think addition, not subtraction. When I first learned about this theory, it didn't make sense to me. I was like, obviously, by the time, I'm also struggling with the bad behavior, I'm thinking I want to get rid of it, but it's still there. But here's the thing, don't stop thinking that way. If you want something to be done in a certain way, continue thinking about it being done in that direction, even when it seems like it's not working out. If you want to instill something, think about, for example, healthy eating. Every single day, think about eating something healthy. Don't just eat whatever life throws at you or whatever they give you for free. Just even when that happens, in your consciousness or subconsciousness, just be reminded that this is not the right thing I should have done. The right thing should have been so and so. Let that be on your mind. Think that you can achieve, not you can lose. Think positive, not negative. It comes back to you. And in this particular field, it goes as much as to even the people you surround yourself with. You get, if you're struggling with a behavior and you want to get rid of it, are the people you're surrounding yourself with helping you in that direction or bringing you back to this? And if they are not helping you, let go of them, because as much as it may hurt, you have a goal. You have a personal goal to achieve in life. So think about everything being positive around you. Think about everything helping you towards the goal you want, towards instilling the habits you have. That way, you will make it. 2. Celebrate every small victory. If you have been struggling, let's say with exercising or losing weight for quite some time, for some reasons you have been on track, you have been doing your exercises or minding your diet, and you go on a scale, and for some reason, instead of finding a minus 2 kg, it's minus 1 kg. You feel it should have been 2 kg by now, but it's 1 kg. Don't frown, don't beat yourself. That is also a victory. One of the reasons why we give up or we don't enjoy life so much is because even these small victories that we win, we don't see them, we don't appreciate them. So you will never be energized. However small it is, however little it may sound, as much as it's pointing you to the direction of being with a great habit or instilling a good habit, celebrate it. It will be your driving force through even bigger milestones. Number 3, go for public display of accountability. In other words, have an accountability buddy, somebody you're going to rely on, somebody who's going to help you get back in direction. This should be somebody who understands your journey, somebody who is supportive, somebody who is willing to see you through it all. Not somebody who's going to bring you back or somebody who does not totally get how you feel. Because an accountable buddy is supposed to be somebody who is going to be for you, not against you. Now, these people will always check you up. They'll ask you, you said this. It's now after 2 days. What have you? For example, if you said, I'm not going to be smoking anymore, they'll ask you, when was the last time you smoked? Or maybe you'll say, I was tempted and then 2 days ago I smoked. They'll be able to tell you, no, that wasn't a good thing. What can we do to help you such that you're not in that place anymore? These people will help you see it through, because sometimes these habits are really hard and you can't do it alone. But if you have this accountable buddy, they'll help you. And they'll even put you in a place where you have to focus on success. You have to focus on winning. They'll push you in milestones you never imagined. And the last one, which is the most important of them all, is God. Oh my God. When I speak about this, it becomes very emotional. But the thing is, this man up there, that guy, he can do anything. Nothing can fail him. Especially when you're struggling with something. Because the Bible says at some point that he uses those people who are down, who think they don't deserve it, the ones who are low, and he raises them up. Now, by the time you are struggling with something, you are low inside out. You are feeling like you will never make it. You're struggling, and you're his perfect target. Like, just trust him, believe in him, pray in him. You will be guided, and by the end of it all, you will be shocked at how easy and how fast you'll overcome, or you will be able to instill this habit that you're dying for. We are what we repeatedly do. The habits you have, even when you like it or you don't like it, it defines you. So how do you want to be defined? Is it in a good way or the bad way? Let's make efforts to improve each other. And if you have anything you want us to chat about in line with these habits, or anything in line with choices, habits, just name it all, or improving our lives in general, just hit us up on our Facebook page, which is Life Digest with Madrin. Also, the comment section is right open. Leave your comment there. We shall be glad to receive it. Until next time, stay blessed.